Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving into one of my yearly videos that people just seem to love, with a bourbon people can't get enough of. That's right. It's Elijah Craig 2-year showdown. And by that I mean all the 2023 Elijah Craig's blind versus all the 2022 Elijah Craig's blind. You might say, well, Bourbon Bill, what about 2021? What about 2020? Sorry, those bottles are gone and down the hatch. So tonight we are doing A122, B522, C922 versus A123, B523, and the vaunted C923. All poured blind tonight. So I did a video of C923 versus like some heavy hitters. So I'll link that above. So go see where that ranked in there. But this tonight is the definitive Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Guide for the last 2 years. So buckle up. It's going to be a high proof ride. In the blue, which you'll know what it is because I'll, through the magic of editing, have it up on the screen for you. But I have no dang clue. Let's give it a nosing. Golly, that don't smell good. Just a crap ton of oak, brown sugar. Oh, man. God, that's intoxicating. Let's take a sip. Holy shit, that's delicious. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that's A++ rating, whatever that is. A lot of oak. A lot of caramel, a lot of brown sugar. A little bit of nuttiness in there, but that drink's ultra special and ultra aged. You know, not... That being the first one, that could be C923. That's fantastic. These are all going to taste pretty similar, so I'll just try to give you the differences. The green glass here. Not as much seasoned, well-aged oak as the blue. It's a little bit drier, almost like a caramel cookie type note. Smells pretty good. Let's take a sip. Wow, delicious brown sugar. Caramel in there. Hint of nuttiness on that. Not a lot of oak though. Pretty good though. Solid mouthfeel. Good long finish on it. No problem with that one whatsoever. Missing the high-aged, well-aged oak component of the blue though. Alright, the red. Well, this got some more fruits to it. So again, we're going to have the caramel, the brown sugar type note, a little bit of nuttiness. It's just Heaven Hill profile. They're all going to have that. This one has like a hint of some red fruits in it though, some dark red fruits. And maybe the faintest whiff of oak. Let's take a sip. Ooh, okay. Okay, that one's a little more complex. It's got the... It adds that fruit note and even a little bit of chocolate hint on there. Like that a lot. Still missing the well-aged oak of the blue though. Alright, the gold. Now, we're getting a little bit more oak here. So this has the fruit note with the oak. I like this one quite a bit. Let's take a sip. I'm a sucker for that oak note. This has the fruit up front, caramel brown sugar in the middle, and a little bit of oak at the end. Nice proof, not super hot, but this is pretty good. This is going to go second place, I think, right now. Alright, folks, the clear Glencairn. This one's all like vanilla toffee. Hint of oak. No real fruit to speak of on the nose of this one. Again, much more that vanilla toffee note instead of the darker caramel and brown sugar note of the others. Let's take a sip. Also very good. Same as on the palate, same as what's on the nose. It carries a vanilla toffee note up front. Sweeter. No, not really much oak at all in that one. Shorter finish though. Last but not least, the black. This goes back to a little bit of the nuttiness, just a caramel brown sugar. Almost no fruit on the nose. No real oak either. Let's take a sip. That's got a nice long finish to it, but it's just very generic. It's just very generic caramel and brown sugar. No fruit, no oak going on in that one. Alright, I'm going to run back through these off camera. But right now the blue glass is leading far and away above the others. And it feels it's better than the others right now, actually. And we're back with my results. I don't really have a good ranking here. The blue glass was clearly first place. Let me get the answer key and we'll reveal what they are. But you already know, you suckers, don't you? Alright, in last place, the black was B522. Well, kind of a disappointment. B522 here was 121 proof, right on the dot, 60.5% alcohol by volume. Wasn't my favorite from 2022 and got dead last in this 6-way blind. What can you say about that? Fifth place in the red was, B523. So a newer one, got a lot of hate. And it is the youngest, 11 years and 5 months. Can you taste the 7-month difference? No, it's just not as complex and it's just a little simple compared to pretty much everything else. Fourth place in the green was A122. The lowest proof up here at 120.8, compute, 60.4% alcohol by volume. I remember liking like C922, A122, and B522, so they kind of lined up that way, didn't they? They really did. In third place in the clear, C922. So my winner from 2022 is in third place tonight, and what does that tell you? Process of elimination leaves two 2023s left in the top two. This was my favorite for a long time, C922. It was delicious, 124.8. Still is dang delicious. So, a great bottle. You really, a lot of people like C922. I did as well. Nothing wrong with this one at all. Now that leaves second and first place, so we will go to first place to reveal our winner, which I thought was the C923 because of the massive oak presence. The Blue Glencairn is C923. Shocker. The oldest, highest proof up here won the day. Color me not shocked. This bottle is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It was a step above everything else here tonight by a good bit. You should 100% pick one of these up and buy a backup if you can. It's that good. This is the first Elijah Craig barrel proof I've recommended a backup on. Because they do come out with 3 batches a year, you know, they're always pretty good. This one's far and above the best one they've had in 3 years. Which means second place is A123, which also was my favorite bottle before the C came out. A123 was my favorite bottle of 2022 and 2021. Until the C923 came out. And this one was only 125.6, but it had so much oak to it. And that's why I loved it. This was a secret hitter, A123. Do not sleep on these. Mine's getting a little low. A little sad I didn't get a backup of that one. That got second tonight. I'll tell you what, A123 and C923 were the only ones that had a good old-aged oak presence. The rest did not. The rest relied on caramel and brown sugars and, you know, some fruits here or there to really carry the day. A123 and C923 had that oak component, and that's why they got first and second. It was an easy first and second, to be honest with you. Now, we wouldn't leave you there. Everybody holds the 2020s in high regard. Here is a C920, the only 2020 I've tasted or have. It lost to C923 pretty bad in my previous blind. I've already linked that video above, but it was last place in that blind. Spoiler alert. This one is 132.8 proof, so the second highest proof up here out of these 7 now. Yeah, see, this would have ranked top half probably. It's got the brown sugar, the caramels, but it's got a little bit of a fruit note and just the faintest hint of an oak note. C920 does not beat C923. There's oak there, but it's not well-seasoned oak. There's just oak. It's missing that well-seasoned aged oak component and replaces it with like a darker fruit note. Very good. I've never compared it to A123 though. Okay, see, I even prefer A123 over C920. So the best that would have placed would have been 3rd tonight. At best. 3rd or 4th probably for C920. So 2023 has been a hitter year except for B523. That placed pretty low on the totem pole. A123 and then definitely C923. Absolute winners. We'll see what's in store next year. I kind of predict, because they dropped the 12-year age statement, that we're going to get like 2 really young releases a year that are like, you know, average at best, and 1 really good age release. That's kind of what I think's going to happen. Don't know. Could be wrong. But that's what I think is going to happen. So if you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button, everyone. Thanks. Have a good evening.